Hi, I'm Tasha. And this is how I incorporate more movement into my day. I'm just all about sprightliness, staying sprightly as you age. If you've been to my channel before, you know I do the floor life. I sit on the floor, I sleep on the floor, all the things. You don't have to do all these things too, but you should be doing things that keep you sprightly. So I'm gonna just share with you some goodies I have recently had the chance to try out, in case anything in there might be good for you guys. So yeah, let's get into it. So I do have links to a lot of this stuff below in case you're interested, all right? It does help the channel. If you do decide that you was gonna buy something anyway, then you just use that link in the description. The first thing I'm gonna talk about is my Slack board from Gibbon. I love this thing. When I'm using my desk and I put it all the way up to standing, and we'll talk about desks later, but when I put it all the way up to standing, I can balance on this thing. I love it. I also do have rings up here. Here, I'll just show you real quick. I do have rings, as you can see. And sometimes if I need to, if I need some help with my balancing, then I'll also use the rings. Sometimes when I need to do a lot of thinking, I like to do it on here. I don't know why. I don't know. There's something about it. You can also stand on it this way. If your feet are wider apart though, then you would have a better base for balancing, but I don't know. There's so many ways you can use this. I'm already sweating just trying to demo this.
I'm not even demoing it well for you guys.
But yeah, if I were in front of the desk, this is all unscripted, guys. If I were standing at the desk and I wanted to work, I could do this. You're gonna hold on to the desk first, but then once you get good at it, you're like, yeah. As long as you're not on a video call and your arms are flailing like this, you should be pretty good. In this video, you're just going to see me playing. But yeah, you could, because I have rings, those can help me get on here easily too. And then I can be like this and try to work on, I need to get better. I need to get better at this. What can you do? You can also be like, ugh. And then you can try to land and then fall and bust your face. This is one thing. You could also do one foot. They have also versions that have two bands. So you could have the side by side. I think that's also easier to balance on. This is, for this, I just think of what is it? Hawaii 5-0. Okay, moving on, guys. If you are a fan of Hawaii 5-0, let me know in the comments below. My grandma used to watch that. My grandma used to watch that. So I would just watch whatever she was watching, you know? MacGyver too. I was an 80s kid, guys. I also recently got air chairs from Venn Design, and these things are freaking amazing. They're not just regular exercise balls. It's a whole other level here. First of all, can we appreciate the craftsmanship? Look at this artwork. It's real. It's a real earth with geography and stuff. It's accurate. Wait, what is this? Where are we? It's hard to see it backwards in reverse, but there's America, North America and South America, right? Come on, guys, look at that. And even the stitching, just ignore my dirty floor, but the stitching is amazing. I can't even, guys. First of all, this is so much better than a regular chair because this really promotes movement. You have no choice but to engage your core. You're gonna get better posture as well, because you have to engage your core. You have to make sure your back you can't just be a blob on this. You gotta be for real about it. And then also, it's not just a regular exercise ball because there's more stability to it. There's 5 layers of fabric. Honestly, it's a nice piece of furniture. It's not just exercise equipment. There's so many fabric choices. This is a specialty one because it's the earth, but there's regular fabric choices also that you could just incorporate into your decor. So these are meant to just be in your living room. These are meant to be a part of your office. These are meant to just fit into your everyday life. It's not something that you pull out of the closet when you need to exercise, but you can also use it to exercise. So you can do all your your planks. You can do your planks and stuff. And guys, also, you can get the accompanying moon. I had to, guys, I had to. There's two sizes. There's large and there's small. And like both of them, honestly, it doesn't matter what size you are because the purpose is not to use this like a regular chair. The purpose is to use this to incorporate more movement and mobility into your everyday life. So it really doesn't matter what. I would say that if you got like the smaller one, that just allows you to do even more also. But like, let me show you what's so cool about this. This is what I'm saying about it not being like a regular like exercise ball. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for this? All right, hopefully I don't bust my butt trying to do this for you guys. Let me back up. All right, guys. So I'm not quite to the point where I can stand on it, but you can't do this with a regular exercise ball. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Yeah. Obviously, you're not gonna do this all day while you're working, right? And like, look, you can kind of sit on it like, oh my goodness, calm it down. But you can also sit on it, like if I'm working here, you can sit on it like this. You can't, okay. You can't do that with like a regular chair. Like, and this whole time, I'm like struggling for my life to not fall on my face while on camera. There's just so much that you can do with this guy to incorporate it into your everyday life. It's like, this is one of my most favorite new pieces of furniture for that reason. So like, I would say even if you don't want to go all the way to the floor, if you have something like this, where it's like, allows you to move a lot even when you're seated like this, like, I mean, it's amazing. You can just do whatever. Oh my gosh, this is such a good stretch. Oh no, the other thing I like doing too is, hold on. I might, hold on. Just give me a moment. Oh my goodness. And then one day, if I get agile enough again, I'll be like able to flip over, but I'm not trying to kill myself on camera for you guys today. But my back feels amazing. This is amazing. I think the assumption is that when you're working, you're supposed to stay in one spot the whole 8 hours, but that's how people die early. So I wouldn't do that. I would definitely incorporate movement. I'm sweating here, but I'm actually working and I'm working out. So like, what else could you want? If you're like me and you don't want to always go to the gym, then you better just like incorporate it into your everyday life. Better just incorporate it. If you pay and all this money to go to the gym, you're not even going, you better just save up some money, invest in some stuff you can do at home. That's where I'm at, guys. That's where I'm at. I'm just saying, like, there's so many ways, like if you just get a little creative and a little open-minded, you can just incorporate more movement. It's like so fun. And then of course, here you go. What's next? And so next, of course, we have our floor desks. Yes. And these are just amazing because you are able to just sit on the floor. And while it may not seem like a big deal, if you just sit on the floor a few times a day even, you're like passively working out your lower body. And like, for me, that's great because I don't really always want to be like actively working out. I just want to do it in my everyday life so I don't even know that I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I just want it built in. And I feel like that's what happens, especially in Japan and other places where they're out doing the gardening and stuff, and they out there, they squatting, right? Even the old people are squatting. And this is how you get there, right? Floor sitting is amazing. Sit on the floor more. If I'm doing that and I'm doing sitting on the ball sometimes and I'm standing up on like the slack board, oh my goodness, what else do you need? And I'm swinging on the ring sometimes too. Like, you've already worked out so much. Get the CPAP out the way. All right. This is my husband's setup for his floor desk. This is the low desk by Appeal. This is actually the first floor to standing desk that I've ever had. And just like the lily pad, it goes from the floor all the way up to standing. So with either desk, you are going to get a variety of movement throughout your day. My husband loves this. Just don't look closely. It's a bit dusty. And I don't know why there's cash money here. $2 bills, dollar bills, y'all. But both of us get to work from the floor each day, and I think it's just amazing for our mobility and will help us to stay sprightly as we age. I am planning to have a video come out soon that has both the lily pad and the low desk together, so you can see which one might be best for your specific use case. They're both great desks, but I have found that they appeal to slightly different users. So yeah, if you're interested in that, let me know down below, because I like to gauge interest and give the people what they want. All right, so yeah, let's move on. Let's move on, guys. Oh yeah, and of course I have my floor futon, which I love dearly from Zone Lee. I just love how this can fold up into a cute little couch. And this is gonna just build in your mobility also because you're gonna just be sitting down here, okay? If you need some help getting down to the floor, I'm gonna make another video about this, but you could use the wall, right? You could use the wall, you could lean against the wall and like go down like this and keep pressure on the wall so that you can slide down, okay? You could also if you need some support, maybe bend down to something that's stable, like a couch or something, and then put one leg out and then do like a split squat and then fall over onto like your side, fall over onto your side or whatever so that you're seated. And then for getting up, you kind of just reverse it, like brace yourself on something, right? And then kind of like either roll up onto your knees or, say you're starting like this. Pull one knee up if you can, however high you can do it. If you're able to, tuck your other foot underneath that first leg or whatever, and then use something to brace. Let me bring it this way, guys. Bring it this way. Use something to brace yourself, and then use your arms to get up. Ta-da! So there's different ways to do it, and then to sit down, you can also reverse that or whatever. But that involves more upper body strength, but that's one way to do it. Another way is if you're sitting like this, you could just roll over to get on all fours, right? And then you can bring up your foot into the center. So if I'm doing it like this, bring up your foot into the center and I forget. Oh yeah, we're getting up. Right. Bring your foot into the center, right? And then push up, right? And then get up. And you can reverse that too. Like, see if you can touch all the way to the floor. Put one leg back, then put the other leg back, and then tip over. Yeah, so there's different ways to do that. Oh, another thing you could do is get on all fours. Bring one foot out to the side more. Here, let me do it from this way. Get on all fours, bring one foot to the outside here, and then you would kind of twist. So now you have a wide stance and you can push up that way. And reverse it, down by your one foot, twist down, bring your other leg back. Here's another view, putting your foot outside of your arm here. And then kind of twist so you have a wide stance. Then you can use your knees. Okay, and then if you want to go back down, you reverse it, and then boom. Okay, all right, moving on. All right, guys, so this next one is really silly, but because I have a floor futon that I can fold up during the day, I am able then to basically have a bare wall that I can do this with. Pickleball! This ball is like an indoor, like low noise ball that's really made for like bouncing. You can bounce it off of like laminate or hardwood or whatever. And the tatami mats are like a great height. I think they're a bit lower than an actual net, but gives me a good place to focus my hits towards, And I'm like legit serious. I do this like every day while I'm working. If I need a break from working, I will just stand up and I will start playing some pickleball. But then also it just helps me to think in a different way. And sometimes I get like fun ideas or solutions while I'm just doing this. And I also get a freaking workout. I'm working out all day, guys. I'm working and I'm working out all day. And that's so awkward. Yeah. But I mean, that's why I love like minimalism and stuff, because like I've just figured out how to really make my bedroom multi-purpose, and it's pretty ridiculous. Like to anybody who's like a normal adult, this is ridiculous, but I'm a happier person. And look, I do have some muscles too. I have a little bit of muscle. Like I have enough to stay sprightly so that when I'm 80 years old, I don't need assistance. I don't need anyone wiping my butt. I can do whatever I want. You don't gotta put me in no nursing home. You don't gotta do nothing. Just come visit me, say hi. But I'm not even gonna be home. I'm gonna be out playing pickleball. I'm just saying, everyone has a different life situation. I get it. I'm just saying, these are just ways that I have been able to incorporate more movement into my everyday life. You don't need all this fancy stuff by any means. You can start with like a little coffee table. You can literally just sit on the floor. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm like legit sweating. I'm legit sweating. Making this video was a workout. And so that's awesome because I have now worked out for the day and I made a video. Like life is so great right now. But yeah, to regular person, this is all weird. If that's considered weird, then yeah, I'm gonna be weird because also I'm gonna be 80 years old and still able to do all the things. So that's honestly why I just kind of try to move around a lot. Like it's just like being a kid again in a sense. But if you want to move like a kid, then you gotta do the stuff that kids do. It's like, it's so simple. It's so simple, but I guess because we're adults, we're supposed to like be so like hoity-toity about it. I don't know. I'm trying to, stick my pinky finger up, right? But yeah, those are just some of the things that I do, and it's great. You definitely don't have to use the stuff that I use to do the things that I do. Like a lot of this, just find your own way to do stuff. Like if you just sit on the floor a bit each day, in whatever way works for you, you're going to get naturally stronger with time. Everything takes time. You have to, if you haven't used it for a while, you have to like gradually get there. But if you gradually incorporate this, then you're gonna get stronger. It's inevitable because you're building back up your muscle mass and you're also making your bones stronger. And that's what we need as we age. We have to counteract what is happening each decade, right? We're losing muscle mass, we're losing our bone density. We need to counteract that. So if there's an easy way to counteract that by just incorporating it into your everyday, it's like a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So do it in the ways that work for you. And yeah, let me know down below. I'd love to hear from you. We have a lot of fun things happening. If you would like some free resources, they're like all down below. I have like a floor sitting 101 ebook with different floor sitting positions. I have floor sleeping down there. I have a floor sleeping I have playlists. I have all these things. We're also making a community for anybody out there who might be ADHD. If you're interested, there's a wait list if it's not open already. So yeah, stay tuned and thank you always for your support. I will see you in the next one. Hey, I'm Tasha.